Basia, welcome back to eTown. And I have to, am I right that this is the dress that's on the cover of your new record?
It's on my new record.
Oh, man, does it mean you have to wear that every night?
Yeah, it's $25 though at the thrift store, so it's really good. Yeah.
Welcome.
Goes far.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's good to hear you sing. It's funny because I don't, this time I'm hearing it, and I don't know if I did the last time you were here, but I wonder if Buffy Sainte-Marie was, in fact, somebody you listened to when you were growing up and listening to music.
I listen to her even now. It's one of those things that, yeah, she's one of my heroes.
That's so
She's
cool.
one of my heroes, yeah.
Lovely new record. It's called Are You in Love? You've gone through a rough time in the last few years. I'm sorry to hear about your dad, but I know that sometimes can produce, new inspiration and new focus for your songwriting. You are, I guess I want to talk a little bit about the fact that Jim James produced your new record, From My Morning Jacket. That seems like a slightly unusual connection for you to make. Tell me about how that
I make
came
friends
to be.
with people everywhere.
Yeah. There you are up in Montreal with your auto harp, and there he is in LA with his big beard and long hair, and somehow you found each other.
Yeah, we met actually, it's about a decade ago now that we met, and he was on tour for a record he did called Monsters of Folk.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I've been a big fan of My Morning Jacket and of Monsters of Folk and Yim Yames solo. Right. And I just ran up to him and gave him my record, which was a record at the time called Heart of My Own, which came out in 2010. Yeah. That's scary to say. It's truly a decade ago. I've gotten away with that for a decade, which is amazing. And we just became friends over the years, and he's been very inspiring to me because he's someone who's not afraid to try different things, and he's really encouraged me over the years to push myself and just not be afraid of going into the left field.
And were you recording? Is it that the crazy recording retreat spa place? Was that where you recorded? Was it High Des?
It's called High Des. Yeah, it's a very cool new studio.
Yeah.
That's opened up in Joshua Tree, and we were probably the first band to record there, so maybe we turned it into a bit of
made it cool.
A new age retreat of sorts. Yeah.
Did you ever have any moments where Jim has one idea about how the song should evolve, and you're thinking, I don't know if that's right, or did you pretty much have the same view of how these songs could evolve?
I think the same view in terms of I guess the word would be the ethos of the record. Yeah. And then we've just really, the best part about going into the desert is that it gives you a lot of permission to get really weird, and you can try all sorts of different things. And we weren't too attached to what was going to happen, and we put it together later on in the mix, which is really fun. And I got to experiment at home too and add all sorts of things and give it a bit of time and perspective to see how it worked. Yeah. Did
you get to take breaks and go into the park and go to Joshua Tree and get inspired by that landscape in the midst of it all?
Yeah, it was a very cool ritual because we would start, we made it very ritualized. We would start around noon, and
that doesn't sound too ritualized.
It was very loose noon. It was a loose noon. That's part of the ritual, is that you don't fully stay too straight and narrow. But we'd end every day with a fire, which was really, really fun. And I have never laughed so hard making a record in my life. I felt
that's cool.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
And the record is, when we hear it, it's full production, bass and drums and electric guitars and keyboards, and then here you are playing with the free range quartet.
Yeah, well.
So strings, you didn't record really with strings.
We do have strings on it.
Yeah,
they're just, of course, because we wanted to be different and difficult for everyone. You can't really tell what instrument is what, so maybe the keyboard is actually a string instrument, and et cetera. Yeah.
Now you're on the road. You're touring. Are you going to tour with a band, or are you going to? How are you going to present your record when you go out on the road?
I would like to, again, be a little bit difficult for everyone and try a little bit of everything. So I'd love to tour with the full band, and that's my plan for the spring. And then I also am trying to organize some shows with quartet. So if you guys are around, let's talk.
Well, and especially because if it's like Patrick's situation, you get some support from the Canadian government for your creative endeavors too, don't you?
We've been very, very lucky in Canada. Yeah, we're very lucky.
It's just not fair. I mean, really.
I've been extremely fortunate to have help from various, my mom.
Yeah.
Factor's been helpful, but no one more helpful than my mom.
Oh, that's cool. That's great. That's great. Well, Basia, it's great to see you, making new music and doing new things. How long did you spend at the Joshua Tree recording spot, recording there?
I was there in total, not all at the same time, but in total it was about a month. I kind of started we were there for about 3 weeks.
And it was a beautiful painting, too, on your album art. And it's nice to see that there's a distinguished painter who was really inspired and happy to be able to do your cover art.
Yeah, my friend Chris Knight made an amazing painting.
Yeah.
And he and I have talked about music, and actually from around that same time, we became friends, and he's just someone who's inspired me forever, and we just shared playlists and talked about music and art, and it's been wonderful. I should mention my husband plays on this new record too.
Oh, cool.
He's somewhere, maybe back there actually. But his name's Andrew Woods, and he did a lot of the really cool, more spacey, atmospheric things.
Yeah, he was with you last time you were here.
He was indeed.
Yeah, cool. Well, listen, congratulations on finding a pathway to a creative life.
Thank you.
And that it's still vibrant and working well.
Thank you.
Let's get back to music. Welcome back, if you would, Basia Bulat. Hi, this is Nick Forster from eTown. If you want to stay up to date with all the performances, interviews, and behind-the-scenes footage, click the subscribe button. Thanks.